I'm going to save you time and frustration by clearing some of the rubbish out of your way so that you can focus on the things that actually work. Myth number one, that's one I used to believe for a long time because that's what all the dog trainer textbooks say. If you stop each time your dog pulls on a lead, that this is going to teach your dog to walk nicely on the lead. And that's just simply not true. Why? Because this only works as a final stage of teaching your dog to walk nicely. The thing is, your dog doesn't actually know what it is that stopped you walking in the first place. They can't work it out because they're not paying attention to the lead or the collar. There's so many things calling on their attention. You know, spaniels are so easily stimulated by everything in their environment, sights, smells, sounds. All of it is asking for their attention, and they're not in a very good place to learn and to work out cognitively. This will only lead to frustration for both of you. So what you actually need to do is teach your dog exactly and specifically how they need to walk with you, and then you use this stop and go method to enforce that rule. And this leads us on to myth number two. Excuse the heavy breathing. This is the hill we're going up. And myth number two is that it's kinder and easier for your spaniel to walk on a loose lead, so just walk without pulling, than it is to ask them to walk in a specific position next to you. Not true for spaniels because it's really not a clear expectation. It's vague. They're not thinking about what the lead or collar is doing. They want you to give them something so clear cut, so black and white, that they can do it in their sleep, even if it's a little bit more restrictive. Clarity of heel position is actually a lot kinder than the freedom, but also frustration of so-called loose lead walking, especially at the beginning of training your dog to walk nicely. The thing about heel position is that it's actually fairly easy to teach. Anyone can do it. It just takes several steps, and voila, you've just taught your dog how to drive this slow-moving vehicle that is a human with a lead in their hand. Of course, there is a lot more nuance to this, which is why in my healing crash course for spaniels, we go over all the different exercises, drills and games and the concepts that you need so that this process is actually smooth, straightforward and fun. If you want to know more about the healing crash course, the link is in my bio, or you can drop me a direct message and I will tell you all about it. And myth number three is that you need to take the harness off and put the slip lead on, or that you need to take the slip lead off and put a harness on, or that you need a gen con or some other head collar figure of eight contraption, and that will teach your dog to walk nicely. Nonsense. It will not teach your dog anything. However, there is more nuance to this, so I will make a separate video, look out for that, about how you can use those different pieces of equipment in a way that's actually going to help.